So next person is Joanne. Device name Joanne. Gens.
Hey, can you hear
Hello.
me?
Yes, I
Hi,
can.
thank you so much for this presentation. My question is, I have three direct members, and my goal is to get that third signal, right? So with the third signal, I have to have five be level one. My question is, what if one of the people um, members doesn't want to build? Can I actually add a sixth member or a seventh member? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, of course you can. Who's stopping you?
Okay,
I
because I
I
thought
have
you can only invite five, and then
no.
oh, okay,
The basic structure is five who bring in five. To keep it simple. But 27 directs and a team of 40,000 members. Nobody's going to stop me from building what I want to build, right? So you want to go get a third signal, and somebody says, "Oh, I'm not interested in building." They are probably like me, sleeping for 6 months, 6 months, and then they're going to wake up, right? So go build your own team.
okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right. So the next person I want to take is Tom. Device name Tom. Jikomes. Ask to unmute.
Yes. Hi, Gagan. Thank you.
Hello. How are you?
Good. Excellent presentation. I'm real excited. Just got level one, barely in a month, and I wanted to ask you. You said that your five all have to trade every day in order to go to level two. Um, no, is that incorrect?
For third permanent signal.
For third bonus signal. So, okay, great. I got that. And then also, they have to, if they don't trade every day, does that stop you from advancing to the next level?
Now, if you're looking at rented license, people can come with 300 USDT and nobody's stopping you from renting license. Okay. But in order for you to qualify yourself in future for the third permanent signal, everybody's enrollment has to be minimum 500 USDT and everybody has to do 2 codes per day because there is a waiting of an assessment time. They go back and look that are these 30 people that are going to help you get the third permanent signal unlocked, are they committed investors or not? So they're basically looking at their commitment level to do their own trades first.
Okay, so you got to wait for that to kind of catch up. It has to be at a certain level. Okay, and lastly, when you move money from exchange to trade, did you say that the clock starts over for clearing your money to not get the 20% penalty?
Okay, so Tom, first two questions. Okay, first and foremost, you said you level one, right?
Correct.
Okay. Do you know how you're going to get to level two? What does that mean?
Uh, two by five and a total of 25 members.
Yes. So you need two directs who are level one leaders and a total organization of minimum 25. So you got that right. Okay. So now let's talk about moving money. When you transfer funds like new funds, let's say your bonus reward of 25 or your bonus reward of 50 or whatever, right? Or your dividend of $30, let's say you got as a level one leader to your trade account. Now that 30 has to double, but the entire amount is higher. Give me some numbers so that I can tell you. What is, hypothetically, tell me what is your trade account?
The balance now, you mean?
Yes.
1,000.
Okay, so let's say you have $1,000 trade account, it's open. Like there is no 20% penalty attached. But you got $30, now you're going to add, what is your daily income?
It's roughly $12 now.
$12 daily, right? Okay. So if you're making $12 daily and you added $30 new to your trade account, because let's say that was your dividend yesterday. Now that 30 that you added is going to double. So 30 times 2 is what?
60.
60. How much are you making daily?
12.
12. So you divide 60 by 12. So you're going to take 5 days to double that 30 that you just moved to trade account.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much for that clarity.
You're welcome.
And we're hoping to open an office in the Dallas area. I just realized today that you were in Louisville, Texas.
Thank you.
So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Dolores, next device name. Dolores, asking you to unmute.
Me now?
Yes. How are you?
Good. How are you, Gagan? I've
I'm
been
doing
listening to you, trying to learn. Yeah. I been building, and I'm excited and conversing with Elena and Professor Beard. I am glad to be a part of BG, and that is my mindset to build. But I had a question. It's in addition to the question that someone asked. They said that someone left their team. Well, what if someone like dies or whatever on the team or whatever? How
So,
does that work? Like if they
yeah.
pass away or something like that?
Great question. So in that case, the account is passed on to next to kin. So if they're married and they left a spouse behind, then the spouse becomes the legal operator and owner of the account. If they are not able to, let's say if they are leaders and they're not able to build a network or maintain the team, then somebody else is assigned, like maybe an adult child will be involved in there. So it all depends. If you have an aging parent or an aging spouse or somebody and you are like iffy, or you just want to plan ahead and have a living will, all of that documentation should be put in place with BG management team, with Dr. Beard and with Elena, so that everything is put in place. We recently, last year, December 6th, one of the level 7 leaders in India passed away unexpectedly. So Dr. Beard immediately transferred the account and informed DST Exchange that the wife will be the owner. And of course, I don't think the wife is going to build the network. So he left behind young kids. One of them is an 18-year-old son, I think. So he's going to be given the title of level 7 leader and will be mentored to take over dad's position to build. So yes, the business is like a legacy, and you can create your beneficiaries and assign those that paperwork with BG and DST Exchange, and Dr. Beard will take care of that. So I hope that answered your question. Thank you so much for that. Diane, I think that's the name. Diane. Requesting to unmute. Dayanne. Diane. I hope I'm not butchering people's names. You have your hand raised. Dayanne. Diane. Device name. All right, maybe they're not here. So next is Freddie. Device name. Freddie A. How can I help?
Yes. Hello. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm so glad to be part of BG. I'm so glad to learn and to hear from you. And Gagans, I would like to ask a question. So concerning the to withdraw, I'm not on the level 1 yet. I'm one member behind to reach the level 1.
Okay. So what's the question?
Okay, my question is, if I want to withdraw, you say, let's say I have my wallet already, but once that I do my withdrawal, you say I can start with as low $1.
No. First and foremost, your rank achievement has nothing to do with your withdrawals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how much was your initial investment, Freddie?
500.
What is your current trade account?
Right now it's a triple up. You know, it's 3 times. Yeah. Can hear you. I don't hear you. I don't know why I don't hear.
Can somebody give me a thumbs up if you can hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I hear you now.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
yes, thank you.
If this is your first withdrawal, you have to initiate it. First and foremost, do you have anything sitting in your exchange account, or you have to transfer it from your trade to exchange?
No, I haven't nothing right now. If I want to transfer, I'm gonna have to do it for my trade to exchange, right?
Okay, yes. So do you want to try it right now?
Uh, I think it would take me so long to do it, but I don't know. But I can do it from trade, from trade to exchange, but from exchange to my wallet, I have to send the info to DSJ.
No,
No,
no.
okay, uh,
So,
but I have to copy the link.
okay, so you need to, since this is your first withdrawal, I would highly recommend that you go back to your sponsor who referred you into BG and sit down with them and understand the process.
Mhm.
Okay? Because you have to verify your account, you have to bind your withdrawal wallets, you have to make sure you have money in the exchange before you can initiate the withdrawal. And in order to transfer funds from trade to your exchange wallet, what I was sharing earlier, that only transfer one USDT to see if it is open for you to trade so that you don't have to pay a 20% penalty. So let me show you a demonstration. Okay. I'm going to log
Okay.
into an account and show you what I mean. Maybe that will help. Okay. So hold on. Let me log in. So when we are looking at moving funds, so one way is that you get a bonus, right? Another way is that you are going to move funds from your trade account. So what we were trying to, what I was saying is do a test run, because with time you can really, there is no timer attached that you will know that, oh, today my account is going to be free for without a penalty. So what I was recommending was that we can actually do, I'm going to share my screen and see if I can show you what I mean. Hmm. Hmm. Not mirroring. Okay, so this is a new computer, so I won't be able to share. My sharing access is not allowed. Share. Well, it's going to take a while. What I was going to say is that if you can do fund transfer from trade to exchange for $1 and submit that and see if your $1 shows up in exchange, that means your trade account is open. If it pops up a window and says X amount of money still needs to double through trading or your trading volume is not complete, then you will end up paying 20%. So then cancel that. So that's what I was recommending. Sorry, I am not able to do a screen share right now on this new computer, but maybe next time I will show you. So thank you so much, Freddie, for that question. I would definitely recommend go back to your sponsor and do a withdrawal together so that you don't, mess anything up. Okay. One of the biggest things that I know that people forget is that they don't read properly. The pop-up says X amount of money hasn't doubled through the trade volume is missing. If you confirm it, you will end up paying 20%. and then people still confirm it instead of canceling it. And that's the biggest mistake, because by confirming, you are giving DST exchange permission to take 20% out and then move your remaining money, whatever you're requesting, to exchange. And then people wonder. Another mistake that people do is their trade account is open. They think they want to withdraw 5,000. So now they moved 5,000 and now they had a change of heart. They're like, oh my gosh, I am not going to withdraw 5,000. Then they transfer 5,000 back, all of it, because now they want only 2,000 out. Now they, instead of moving 3,000 in the trade account, they moved 5,000 back, and now the trigger started. The trigger now says you added new funds. Now this 5,000 had to double. And then people get stuck that, oh my gosh, I want to take my money out. Some people have a $12,000, $30,000 trade account, and they added, let's say 500, their dividend or whatever in the trade. And now they want to take money out, but they were not thinking. So I really want you guys to, when you are operating on your DST exchange account, especially when it comes to transferring funds and withdrawals, you have to be in a calm state. You cannot be multitasking like we as women tend to do, or you shouldn't be driving and texting doing a withdrawal, Just be mindful and be calm and think what you're going to do and how that is going to affect your withdrawal or not affect your withdrawal. Like, for example, I didn't need my withdrawal for my dividend yesterday, but I knew if I'm going to put my dividend in my trade account, it's going to take 1.5 days for it to double. So the 11,630 that I got yesterday, it takes me 1.5 days to double. So you can do your math, how much money I can make through DST exchange on a daily basis. So that's all numbers. You should know how much money you are making on a daily basis, and you should have a vision and a desire to increase that daily income through your trades. And how is that going to happen? The bigger the trade account, more daily income you're going to receive. And it compounds on a daily basis. Now think about it. If you have the third permanent signal, what is going to happen? Your trade account has the power to increase by 70% minimum. So you have a $10,000 trade account, 3 signals per day. That's about 7,000 on that 10,000 income. Then 17,000 trade account. What's 70% of that? Go do the math. $100,000 trade account, 70,000 in the month income. 270,000 trade account, go do the math. $1 million trade account, 700,000 income in a month with 3 codes. It is definitely worth the effort. Jeremy Foster, device name, how can I help?
Okay, my bad if you could get me earlier. I mean, cause I lowered my hand the moment you call my name, and now I did have now I was on one of your previous Zooms before, but I did have a private question, and I was wondering if I could ask you about it once once everybody else leaves. I mean, I could wait. I can wait to ask about it.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Jeremy. All right, so we will probably have to wait. Okay, next device name, Grace. How can I help, Grace?
Thank you so much for the presentation. This is my first time here. I really like it. The question I have is, most people would like to invest, but does DSJ has a crypto card exchange from converting crypto to fiat?
No.
Okay.
No. DST exchange is not a public exchange. You cannot deposit fiat. You cannot on-ramp or off-ramp with fiat.
Okay, so they only have, I know that they have to deposit crypto, but most people, when they put in crypto, they want to know how to get their money back into their bank account. So that's what I wanted to find out.
Yes, so you have to purchase your crypto on another exchange and then do the on-ramping with whatever amount of crypto that you want to start your journey with. You can on-ramp with USDT, the Tether on Tron network, USDC on Ethereum network. You can on-ramp with also Ethereum and also with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I do not recommend because it requires 2 extra steps and it is so slow. And sometimes the BG management team is busy. So sometimes they are busy, and then people want immediate response, so they don't have the patience. So I recommend bringing in Tether and stable coins, and then it's peace of mind. So I hope that was the answer that you like. Do you have any more questions, Grace?
Yeah, I understand it. Bring it in the morning, but taking it out when they withdraw. That's the question I have.
Okay, so when you withdraw,
Uh-huh.
when you withdraw from DST Exchange, you can withdraw on USDT Tron network,
Mm-hmm.
or you can withdraw Ethereum.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
But you don't have a crypto card that you can sell the crypto to fiat, to
No,
cash. All right,
no.
thank you.
You're welcome. Not yet.
All
They
right.
might have it, but not yet. Thank
Thank
you. All right. So thank you so much, Grace. Next device name, Annie, ANE777. Requesting to unmute. Device name. Hello.
Thank you. Hello, Gagan. Thank you for the opportunity. I
Sure.
started a week and 3 days, and I could see that I've earned 1,300 profit. However, what really interested me was the compound interest calculator, because I like vision, and I know it's a long trade, and I want to bring people, but I just missed out on that calculator because I think I got kicked out. I accidentally pressed X and then I came back on. Would
Okay.
it be okay if we could just see a little review of it?
Of the compounding calculator?
Yes, please.
Sure. Do you have the link? It is in the chat.
I did. I copied and pasted and I shared it with my team.
Okay, hold on. Let me I can share it. Hold on one second. People want to, right here is the compounding calculator. So what we are trying to do is, if it is 2 codes per day, it is 1.3% compounding calculator. So let's say if somebody started with 500, 1.3, 12 months, you hit the calculator, it's 55,000 that you're going to make in 12 months. And this is the daily compounding, 7 days a week opportunity. If you are doing 5,000, then it's going to be 500,000. If you have a third permanent signal and your trade account is 5,000 or whatever it is, let's say your account is 10,000, maybe it's 50,000. I don't know. I'm just giving you some examples here. The third permanent signal will give you a 1.8% daily compounding, 5,000 USDT trade account in 12 months will give you 3.3 million. So that's what I was sharing. So if you can keep that compounding calculator with you and you can play with some numbers, it'll help you breathe. And sometimes you can just do baby steps, just do 500, just do 1,000, or do your daily trades, and see what is your, growth on your trade account, which is nice. Next is Magnolia device name. Requesting to unmute.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you?
Hi, I'm so nervous to talk to you. I'm such a fan. I've joined in January, or actually December 31st. So I started the new year with BG, and I'm so excited. I have two questions for you. My first one would be, so if I wanted to fund my account before my 60-day double, would it affect when I would get my double in? Do you know what I mean?
So you want to top up? You want to add more money?
Yes.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. My team we've talked about like investing more into our account. I'm wondering if if that's even a smart way to fund more in my account, or just leave it alone.
I do not recommend that at all. Why? Because the mantra that I have created for myself and my organization, and that's what I talk about, one-time investment in DST Exchange has the possibility to earn profits for life. So if you keep adding from your own pocket, then there is a different story you're going to create. Instead, and I'm not going to ask you how much you started with, that is totally your personal choice. Whatever you started, I hope it was minimum 300 or minimum 500. So if that's what you've started, keep at it, because the purpose of being here is not to keep adding more money.
Yeah.
DS Exchange BG does not want more money from you. They want your commitment to learn how this works. Make sense?
Yeah.
So, so the answer is, my answer is, don't do that. Why would you do that? If you have the funds to put more money in there, why would you not refer a family member?
Yes. Right.
I
That's
started.
actually,
I started with 200 USDT. Have never ever in 13 months almost put a single extra penny from my own pocket. It changes your story, that then everybody thinks that, oh, I also have to add more money. Why do you have to add more money? If you have more money, then come with more money. If you have started, then stick with it and create your financial freedom with the power that the BG platform is offering. Commit yourself to give in more time, investment, learning, and then grow from there. I hope that answered your question, Magnolia. The next person I'm going to take is Alden Catubig. Device name, Alden.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, how are you?
I'm from the Philippines. I just want to ask regarding are we legal to operate here in the Philippines? Because we have the problem here. Uh, we we have a lot of like this now, like BG. There are a lot of companies coming here, but some of it. That's why it's hard for us now to convince or to invite other people to join us because just last December, one of the companies same strategy with us now the BGs. It was closed. We don't know what's the reason. Actually, there are rumors it's the government.
No, Alden, first and foremost, let me stop you right there. Uh, I cannot talk about other companies because I'm not a part of other companies. I can only share the information, knowledge, and the experience that I have with BG Wealth Sharing. And I've been a part of BG Wealth Sharing for almost 13 months. And I know my upline sponsors who've been here for almost 2 years. Okay. In the last 13 months, I personally have heard, not been a part of, but I've personally heard from my organization members and the community members and stuff that there are other copycat companies of BG out there who barely last not even 90 days. So the requirement that I request every member is to do your own due diligence and understand how BG operates and see the numbers that are in front of you. Now, is cryptocurrencies or a copy trading project legal in Philippines? I cannot answer that question. But in Philippines, I know it is the BG's compensation plan that is there because your upline leaders are attached to United States. So, and you're not trading yourself, you are executing a code. You're giving permission for the trade to happen. You're not doing your trades. So that's a very different concept. What I would recommend, however, if you are a BG member, go talk to Dr. Beard and get some advice on how to handle that objection in your market. Now, if you are a guest here, my recommendation is go back to the person who's invited you, who is probably a BG member, to review this and ask all the technical and legal questions with them. And if they don't know the answers, then they can go talk to Dr. Beard and Miss Elena, or maybe Miss Rosa. I don't know which server you're going to be talking to. That way you are more clear with the understanding and knowledge to operate this if you want to join or if you're already in there and you want to build living in Philippines. All right. So thank you so much for being here, and thank you for that question. The next one I'm going to take is Ryan Cook, device name. How can I help? Ryan is back. Ryan, do you have another question?
Yeah, I just had a quick question, if you had a
Sure.
second.
Sure.
I'm actually, like I said, because of the office, we have a level 4 now, but I'm the subject matter expert basically. And I don't know where all to look for things. Is there an opportunity that I could either email you or text you or call you outside of this, so that I can get some of that information?
Call me or work with me outside the Zoom calls. But Ryan, you can always go back to Dr. Beard and Elena, and they will show you which links to go to and where to find the legal documents. And if you have a level 4 in your organization, they should be able to guide you too at the same time. So yes, maybe I can record some videos and do a training that way so that every leader needs to know which website to go to find what documents and do your due diligence. Maybe I can consider doing that, and we can then open it up to the community. Next device is Oscar. Device name, your hand is raised. How can I help, Oscar?
Hello, how you doing?
Doing good.
Yeah, quick question. I've seen on your compound calculator you're putting 1.30. Is that the default when you come in at 500, or is it because I thought it was 1.25?
No, 1.3 is what the company says that you would make if you don't miss any trades.
So, but in the process of that 30-day not missing trades, is it at 1.25 until that process is over, the 30 days is over, or it's at 1.3 regardless? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Your mic. I still can't hear you.
Wow. Miss Yolanda, I don't think she's available. Okay, let's take another person. Ramsey, device name.
Yeah,
Ramsey, can you hear me?
can you hear me? Yeah. So just want to say I really enjoyed the presentation. Understood everything was said, but I don't know if I missed something. I just want to have one question about tax. Those legal fees that are taken out when we withdraw, are those including taxes? If yes, is there any, where can I find those forms and file taxes by the end of the year?
I am not a tax expert, and I cannot answer that question because for me, the 12% withdrawal fee is a fee for business doing, that's an operating cost, a cost to do business. So what I really recommend is going back to Miss Elena and ask, or Dr. Beard, that where can I get that information? And he will be the one giving you the documents for that. So thank you so much, Ramsey. That's a tax-related question. Cannot answer that question. That would be between Dr. Beard and also between your CPA who knows how to work with digital assets. Most non-digital asset CPAs don't have much information. So when you are talking to your CPAs, make sure that they are familiar with the digital asset laws for taxation. All right, Taurus, device name, Mary Lou Taurus.
Good evening, Gagan. It's a beautiful Zoom that you have here. I been always watching your previous videos. I watch it over when I wake up in the morning and then when I go to bed because I just love the way you explain things and it just trying to get all that information in one sitting. You can. You gotta watch it over and over and over and over. And with your beautiful smile, it's just really, really awesome. Anyway, my question is, May I have the compounding calculator website? Is that possible that I could have it?
Yes, yes, Mary Lou, it is in the chat. Can you see it in the chat? I shared that calculator in the chat. I hope you can see it. I can probably put it again if I am able to. Yep. Right here. It is there. The calculator site. All right. So, Mary Lou, I'm requesting to unmute. Is there any other question? I guess that's it. She wanted the calculator. Joseph Clark, how can I help? Device name, Joseph Clark.
Gagan, how are you today?
I'm doing good, Joseph. How are you?
Awesome. Thank you so much for the powerful presentation. I really, benefited. This is my second time coming to your Tuesday. So you hold this every Tuesday, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so I will always be here every Tuesday, and I will also try to invite some of my people here on the next one coming up. I have two questions. The first one is not really a question, but it's just to confirm what you said, because my wife is the one that introduced me. I am on my wife's team, and so sometime in December, she tried to do a withdrawal. I think that was her second withdrawal. Because the first one she did was like a forced withdrawal. She really had to do it because she was pushed against the wall for some kind of money, and she had to take some money off. Our sponsor helped her to do it. Now the second one, I was helping her to do it. So we initiated they would we took the money from the trading account and put it into the exchange account, and then we're waiting, for something, and the trade time was coming up around. So I decided to take the money and put it back into the trading account, and that just threw the whole thing up. So when we took that money out, after a few hours, it just dropped completely. I mean, I had no idea what happened, and since that time, we've been having issue with the account. We're not getting the full trade profit, and sometimes when the profit comes, the balance keeps dropping. The balance will go down, and then it will come back up, and then it will go down again, it will come back up, which was not really happening to the account before the withdrawal. So I just want, and when you answer that question, or when you made mention of that, then I got.
Joseph, I'm going to stop you right there because I cannot understand what you're trying to explain. And I think it is because it's a technical question and I have no visual or background knowledge of what you experienced. I think I will not be able to help you with that. But if I understood slightly what you were saying, that when you withdraw money, not withdraw, when you transfer money from your trade account to your exchange account, that money is now out of the trade. And if you are executing a trade, even though you have not initiated a withdrawal, the trade will only consider 1% that is sitting in the trade wallet, not what is the cumulative amount sitting in your account. So the exchange amount is just sitting there. When you execute the trade, it does not include the money that you moved out from the trade to exchange. So you have to be very mindful as to when do you want to transfer funds out of your trade. Now, here's the other part. When you initiate the withdrawal, it freezes your money. So for example, if you initiated the withdrawal and now you're having double thoughts and you want to move money quickly in your trade account, you won't be able to because you initiated a withdrawal, even if it's under audit and it hasn't gone through. The only way you can stop that withdrawal from going through is if you reach out to Miss Elena and she catches it before she approves it. That, oh, I want to cancel the withdrawal. I changed my mind. I don't want to do that. And then you decide to move your money back into trade account. Now that money is going to double with the trading volume. So that's why I was saying, pay attention, be very careful how you're moving money, and in what state you're going to withdraw. I have a philosophy and a mantra, and that is do not build your business and life with fear or greed. Anytime there is fear, that means you do not have clarity. When you have anxiety, that means you don't understand something. So the only way you can gain control of your emotions and anxiety would be if you start understanding in a calm state of mind. So that is where I would recommend. If it's a technical thing, please go back to your referrer, your sponsor, and discuss it with them. If it is beyond them, then go to their upline leader. A level 3 or 4 or 5 will be able to help. And if you don't know who they are, then Miss Elena is there. She's there to help you, guide you, explain it to you, and she will be able to do that. Last, I'm going to take, my Du Bois device name.
Hi, Gagan. Thank you so much for taking my call. I love your calls, and I've invited many people to them. I have two questions. The first one is about the doubling of the money. If I have $1,500 in the account and it's all seasoned or whatever for 60 days, and I get a bonus, say, of $1,000 or whatever, and I'm making my trades, and I transfer that $1,000 into my trade account, but I want to withdraw just $500. Is there some seasoning of 60 days because I put new money in there, or will I be able to get it without any type of penalty because I've had that amount of money in there longer than the 60 days?
Okay, were you sitting in this meeting from the beginning?
I was not. I'm sorry. I was working, so I got on late. So I apologize.
That's okay, because that has been the same question, and I think 5 different people asked. So I was like, did you attend the whole meeting or what? Okay, so what I would recommend is that please watch this video again for the recording so that you really understand. Anytime you move funds from exchange to trade, it has to double, okay, through the trade volume. And how are you going to do that? If you add new money, but your account is already 1,000 or whatever, that money has larger amount to double. The initial investment takes about 55 days to double. If you're not sponsoring, if you don't have bonus signals, if you didn't do anything, it's just passive. It takes about 55 days for it to double, or even less money, less time. It all depends on the trade volume and the percentage, because we are counting the minimum return on your investment is 60% on the 1% that goes on trade, right? So when you have, let's say, 64.34 and 65.98 and 62 point something larger percentage gains, of course it's going to double faster. So there is no cemented, written, concrete number that it is going to take 60 days for it. It could take 55, it could take 40 days. God knows, right? But when you add more money, that money has to double also. The rule of thumb that I shared was that when you are going to withdraw and you don't want to pay the 20% penalty, just transfer a test amount of 1 USDT from trade to exchange. And that should give you a good idea if the account is open and your money is transferable without the penalty, or it will at least give you a pop-up window to tell you how much money still needs to double through the trading volume, or the X amount of trading volume is still needs to happen. So for example, if you try to transfer $1 to test it and it pops up 300 USDT still needs to have a trade volume, right? Now, let's say you're making $50 a day. So how much are you going to double? 300, whatever that is, right? Whatever the pop-up window showed you. And you're making, let's say, $50 per day income. How do you find how much you make? When you go to assets, on the very top, the yellow ribbon, it gives you, it gives you a pop-up window and it tells you on the yellow ribbon your daily P&L, profit and loss. So look at that amount, that what is your daily income. Let's say in this hypothetical example, you make 50 per day and you have 300 volume to create. So how much is that going to be? It's going to take you 6 days to fulfill that requirement, not 60. So there is a there is a collaboration between the trade volume and how much daily income you make. So that is going to be, I'll try to do a demo next week to share my account. It is 10:13 p.m. my time and Eastern is 11:13. So I'm going to end the meeting here. We've been here for a very long time, more than 2 hours. So thank you so much for being here. Until next time, this is Gagan Sarkaria signing off. I hope you had a fantastic evening. You learned something new. I hope your guests were happy with the plan presentation. I hope you're going to learn from each other's questions and answers. And then I will see you next week, same time, same channel. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone. Have a fantastic and productive BG week. Bye.